Okay.
All right, peace and love, world. Welcome to another episode of Conversations with Zoe. Today, we are collaborating with Honestly Though podcast.
Hey.
So today we are Honestly Zoe. How's everybody doing?
Hey,
We gonna have
honestly,
to
Zoe.
Great.
Yeah. So let's go down the line. Introduce yourself. Let us know how you're doing.
Well, I'm Brianna, aka Beyonce. Which camera am I looking at today? What are we looking?
This one right here.
Okay, cool. I'm Brianna. Nice to meet you guys. We've been looking forward to hooking up with Zoe for a minute.
Hello. I'm Zena. And that's about it. Short and sweet, you know.
There you go.
I am doing great today. I'm in a good mood. Belly full. What can I say?
Hey.
That's all that counts.
And I'm Symphony. My birthday just passed.
Hey.
Yours and Zoe's.
Happy birthday. When was
Did
your
you-
birthday?
June 13th, Monday.
Mine was Saturday.
Hey,
Oh,
happy belated
shoot.
birthday.
Belated birthday.
Happy belated
Kevin and I love
birthday.
it. A lot of
We
energy.
celebrated her birthday Saturday.
That's beautiful. I had a house party. I rented a
Ooh.
brownstone in Harlem.
Oh, excuse
Okay.
me.
And he didn't invite us.
Money.
Oh.
We wasn't here, but yeah.
Yeah.
Where the invite at?
Yeah.
Well, my
I
birthday's
know, like at the-
Tuesday, so go
Okay.
ahead if you want to rent
Yeah,
anything.
it
Go
was-
ahead, let me know.
It was smooth, yeah.
Let me know.
My cousin, he's a Q dog, so it's their frat house in Harlem, so I got a pretty good deal. Shout out to the hip hop food truck. So I had a food truck come out
Yeah.
too.
Ooh, that's
So that was a nice touch, you know. Everybody, I paid for the food. Go do your thing.
for you.
People didn't understand. Off menu is on you. Like this is the menu, bro. I paid for this.
Right.
3 great menu,
Yeah.
3 great items. You know, anything else you do is on your own. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But
That makes sense.
you know, shout out to the hip hop food truck for sure. So
What else?
why the Honestly Though podcast?
Wow. Let's just dive in. Okay, so it's
Why not?
summer 2020. You know, there's a lot happening around the world. Black Lives Matter, just a lot of injustices and so forth. And I was just like, I want to do a podcast because I want to speak about these problems. And I hit up Symphony, and then Bree came later, and we just wanted to create a platform where women could, Black women or women of color, can speak and let people know we're not a monolith. Like,
Yeah.
we have different opinions, we think differently, and we can have conversations that are respectful,
Yeah.
you know, where we see each other's perspectives, and just to uplift the community overall, especially Black women.
Yeah. So
That's
what does this podcast mean to you?
Ooh.
Or what does your podcast mean to you? Honestly.
What is my podcast?
Well,
mean to
honestly
me?
though, it's partially yours. So
Oh, wow. It's been a growth mechanism, I'll say that for
Yeah.
sure. In terms of me just learning how to communicate more effectively, and I'm always learning that coming on an episode. Like, I'll learn something here, I'm sure.
yeah.
And just also learning about myself. Like, a lot of stuff that we talk about, like, we have to go home and kind of like think about it.
Yeah.
And like think about how things affect us, or think about, I don't know, just how we relate to certain scenarios that may be happening in the world now, or
Yeah.
just so many things. So yeah, I'm very grateful for it.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you?
Cool. I think Sim said it beautifully. It's really just it's just a mirror for all the lived experiences that you've had, and you have to kind of really face yourself
Yeah.
before you come on a platform and, you know, give people advice or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Give people and anybody any type of words. You have to really just do that work. And like Sim said, a lot of times when we're having conversations on this platform, that's when things will click. Like I'll have conversations with like somebody that's in my life day to day. They'll say something to me, but sometimes it won't even click until we're literally here. I'm speaking to somebody that I've never even met before.
Yeah.
And something happens and I'm like, oh wow, it's just perspective.
Yeah, for sure. So we're gonna go through a series of questions. You know, some back and forth. You know, some conversations. Obviously, we're on Conversations with Zoe.
That's
Yes,
right.
we
But,
are.
Yeah.
Are y'all
Honestly, though,
honestly Zoe? You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, Zoe.
So, are y'all still bumping R. Kelly?
What?
I wasn't expecting this.
That
He
came
throwing
out of
curveballs out here.
nowhere.
Oh,
We could go down the line.
Ooh,
Down the line.
Right.
okay. Ooh, I gotta be honest. All right.
All right, come on, come on now,
I
come on now.
hope so.
Come
It's
on now.
honestly Zoe.
I know, honestly,
You're right.
though. So, there's been times where I've been out. He's been on,
Uh-huh.
at older parties.
Yeah, my body calling.
It's still a Can't fight it.
Uh-huh.
You can't fight it. Absolutely. Step in the name of love. Like,
Yeah.
I have a personal connection to R. Kelly. What does he have? The
Hopefully
no, what's the
not,
story?
not too personal.
No, not like
hopefully.
that now.
Lord. Uh-huh.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Surviving
Ain't no
R. Kelly.
drum bombs being dropped
Right,
right
okay.
here.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
All right, girls, just had to make
But-
sure, you know.
Well, he had the song with the greatest.
The world's greatest.
The world's greatest. So I
Yeah.
had to sing
Everybody's
that
got
in,
to
like,
be-
in
Yeah.
Girl
Come
Scouts.
on,
Like,
right.
we
I
had-
sang at my graduation from like 5th grade.
So it's more for you. It's being played. It's still a vibe, but you aren't searching it and playing it.
Does Dua Lipa songs count? Because
That's a see.
she
I'm
had a
and
very
this
heavy
is
hand.
why I want to say I love you real fast. I love you for this because that's where things get dicey.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
I think I played back and forth
That's my
at a little
Yes.
shindig, and they were like, "Whoa, we're not
Shindig.
doing this." I'm like, "Whoa, really?"
what?
What she do to y'all?
That
are
is
we
a
not doing?
But I think that's his
Because of
record.
his-
or
Yeah.
Yeah,
produced it.
of
He did like the
course.
whole first
Yeah,
album.
so-
Yeah.
I mean, listen, it's not that serious.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, I'd be lying to you if I didn't say I was in the shower
yeah.
and I ain't hit. I'm a gigolo. I don't even know
Yeah.
why. I don't even know why
Wait,
that's
like
the
the-
one it goes
Yeah.
to.
That's
But like, I ain't even gonna hold you. Anytime I see Nick Cannon, just I just go
Yeah,
there. Yeah, for me personally, it's already made. The songs are already made. They're already in our in our minds, in our
Yeah.
bodies. Yes, of course, like you don't have to keep giving the man his like royalties or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if you had a house party and somebody plays some song that he had some credits on, calm down. Like
Yeah.
it's really never that serious.
Yeah.
In my
Helped a
opinion.
lot of
Honestly,
people.
though, we still watching the Cosby Show because it can.
Yeah.
They kind of go hand.
I mean,
in
you
hand
can
to
sort of
some
kind of
extent.
dissect everything nowadays.
Well, yeah. Well, no, I'm
Same
not
for me
watching it.
with Symphony. Like if
Yeah.
it comes on, I'll bump it, but like it's not on my library
Yeah,
on
your
iTunes.
rotation, yeah.
Right.
Nah.
So like, when you have Pandora, it kind of plays like your favorited songs. So like before all this, a woman when a woman's fed up, it's favorited.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna lie, like it comes on that la 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 la. You know what I'm saying? That it's hard to go past that.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
But even on the verses, when the
a little
Isley
much.
brothers, they were performing. They
Oh,
have a song with R.
yeah.
Kelly. Everyone was like, "Yo, are they gonna play it? Are
Uh-huh.
they gonna play his part? What they gonna do?" I forgot what they did.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask.
I
I
mean,
forgot what
those
they I
music
feel like they
videos.
played it though.
But those music videos back in the day, like Contagious and all that, like they were
Yeah.
just productions,
That's
like
my shit.
of them going through it and them pulling
Yeah.
up, getting beat up in the desert, and it's crazy. You know, so those were the times.
Classic.
All right, Lori Harvey is back on the wish list.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So you know Meek said,
Hold on, because this is not
Okay.
this is not the topic list you sent us.
Don't worry.
But
You
we
know,
like
I know
what you
y'all was
did
very.
all
Listen,
hours.
I did
I
my
respect
homework.
it.
We
I
like
knew.
it.
I knew.
respect
Listen.
We're not mad
So
at
you know,
it.
Meek said, I got Lori Harvey on my
The
wish list.
That's
So
the
hey,
only thing he wants
Lori
for
is
Christmas.
back on the
That's
wish
right. You
list.
can move her back from the.
So
Back on the wish
what's
list.
up? Like, what are your takes? Did you see that coming? Are you surprised?
I'm not shocked, honestly speaking. I'm really not, because if you look at her track record, like the girl does not look like she's ready to settle down. She's been engaged before. What I love about Lori is that she gives no one any explanations about anything in her life, and I respect that, because it's like, this is a choice I made. Y'all don't have to understand it, and I'm gonna keep it pushing. I don't know what happened, but she wasn't married, so if you not happy in a relationship, if you want to move on, then by all means, do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
I see no issue with it, personally.
Is it true she hit up Jack Harlow, or is that a?
I don't know. What's
Was
your
that a fake tweet?
fascination with Jack Harlow?
I mean,
I'm looking
I
at
bought
you
him up
sideways.
before. Listen,
I know. That's my
I love
point. That's my point. You keep bringing this
I
man up. And you just,
But she hit him. Well,
Oh.
it's a rumor. I don't know.
Allegedly.
That's what's going
Allegedly.
around.
Been living
Allegedly.
vicariously
I don't
through Laurie.
know. No, it's from afar. From afar. No.
It's honestly so. Go ahead, girl. It's fine. It's fine.
So do you think this is the birth of the savagery of Michael B. Jordan?
Ooh,
With how hurt he looked.
How
At
old
that
is he
age?
now?
35.
too
Oh,
old.
wow. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
like maybe.
Stop dating 25-year-olds then.
Well,
maybe,
right. Maybe he's
perhaps.
at the point where he really
Yeah.
wants to settle down. I don't know.
I mean, of course.
It seems like he did, because I think he had the conversation with Steve Harvey, and Steve was like, yeah, if he asks her hand in marriage, he would say yes.
Yeah.
So like you date people your age,
Yeah.
date people who you know who are
Yeah.
ready for marriage.
Yeah.
Steve Harvey
Or have
just
that
recently,
conversation before.
Steve Harvey just recently said something like, I could learn something from my daughter because she gets out fast or something. What did he say?
And
He
then
was like,
she's
she don't
bringing
waste
up on
no
social media.
time.
Yeah.
All the pictures deleted, everything.
Sheesh.
Clear slate.
That's a lot. For me, I don't know. You know, maybe a lot of people are different, but like, I don't got enough heart to be going around like that. Like,
Yeah.
she dating and falling in love every 2 months, and that's just taxing for me personally.
Yeah.
But go ahead, girl.
Who said
find
she
your
in love?
man.
She was like,
Well, I
she in
guess
love.
you're right, because she just
whatever.
on
For
and
her to
off.
be out that easily, I don't
Yeah.
think she's that in love.
Well, she kept saying, "I love you, Muffin," or whatever
I
their
mean,
little name,
interestingly
Turtle,
enough-
whatever their little
It's
names
Turtle.
were.
I love you, Turtle.
Interestingly enough, remember Steve Harvey's a stepfather.
Yeah.
So is there some kind of connection between like
I think like a man.
like a real dad or whatever it is? I don't know. Like where does it like how did she become this way?
Oh.
Like what made her this way? You know?
I think that's a good point. You just said, "Think like a man." Maybe she done took that
Yeah.
book too seriously.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, she lived with the man.
Right? He raised her.
Yeah.
He literally raised her.
She was engaged at like 20.
Yeah.
Like-
the soccer player.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like what probably happened was she spent her younger years committed to someone. I mean, to be engaged, I don't know how long that relationship lasted, but
Yeah.
she was engaged at a young age, so she probably didn't get to live out her life how she probably wanted to, or to,
Yeah.
you know, experience different relationships.
Yeah.
So now she's doing it, and I mean, she's 25, she's still young.
Very young, yeah.
So she's probably just making up for that lost time.
I feel like for any man that dates her from now and on, if when you reach a year, you know what I'm saying? Like
You
Be
know.
ready for
Just-
anything.
just-
Yeah,
That's a
like-
probation
like just
period.
be ready,
See,
bro.
Don't invest your heart until after
Like,
the year
have a
of
backpack in the tuck, bro. Like, for real, like
You
because
never know.
time is
Oh my
clicking, bro.
gosh, it really is.
fact.
They on
Um,
borrowed time for real.
So does everyone know here who Bronny is? Bronny, LeBron James'
LeBron
son?
James.
Yes.
So what does everybody think about his white
Prom date.
Oh, I.
You saw all his friends, like his white friend had the black girl, then the other friend had the
Oh,
other girl,
really?
and I was like, oh, so y'all was just swapping.
Checkers. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I
so
didn't
fun.
see none of that.
I didn't know. I didn't
Yeah.
know that part.
Also,
I just felt so from my take, I just felt like you know it got to get like there has to be a boundary. Like you know what I'm saying, you're bringing up his kid. You know what I'm saying, taking it too far. It's prom. It's not that deep. But to say LeBron is a sellout and he's not an actor, all these things.
Wait,
like-
how we got
LeBron,
there?
right? I ain't
so
even hold
everything went back to him. Like he's not really living. Like they say, like the parents
Okay.
failed him
Okay.
pretty much.
Damn, failed him.
Pretty
That
much.
man got a Ivy League
He had a whole school in
situation.
Yeah.
I don't
Akron.
know. Right.
How?
All the
How did he fail him?
resources.
Yeah,
But he's failed.
i-
Okay.
Is it a big deal?
I don't think so personally.
Big deal.
I mean,
Yeah, that's no.
they're kids.
No.
Like they're
Yeah.
acting like
Thank
she's gonna
you.
marry this
Thank
girl.
you.
And granted, I think Savannah was LeBron's high school sweetheart or something.
Yeah.
He was with
So-
a white girl before, though, right?
Didn't he go to
A
prom with a white girl?
but then he ended up with Savannah.
Like father, like son.
Exactly.
I mean, it's
Like,
junior
Just
prom.
history.
Okay.
Oh, so he's not a senior yet.
No, he's a junior.
Oh, I thought this was senior prom.
No, this
yeah.
is junior prom. You got another one to go.
Yeah, yeah.
I think he should double up next year. Take two white girls.
white girls.
Yeah, like
That's a
one
fact.
yeah, double up.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
You know
Like,
what?
might as well.
I
man.
feel-
because they're
I
gonna
feel
talk
like
about it anyway.
Regardless,
I feel
you know,
like-
you know what I'm saying? Like, what are they gonna say now? Like,
He got two girls, one for me and one for him.
It's not that
Umar was
serious.
rolling over.
that's what I'm saying. Dr. Umar, the Pan African, whatever he is, he was just like doing the most about it, and I just feel like, you know, to question someone's parenting skills and
Yeah.
commitment to the Black Lives Matter and the movement over his son going to prom with a white girl for 3 hours.
Can we stop acting like LeBron James doesn't live in like probably a majority white neighborhood?
Right.
It goes
Where
to
your kids
predominantly.
have to
I
go
went
to
to boarding
school
school.
in your
I went to
neighborhood?
the same kind of
Oh.
like I know what that was to be 30 black kids,
Yeah.
and 400 white kids. Like I know what that is.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
that ratio is.
Yeah, that's
It's
all-
crazy.
Crazy.
intense.
And I mean, it's 6%. His
intense.
school is 6% black,
Jeez.
and they're in Sierra
So-
Canyon. So it's like,
Oh, okay.
you know, are there? Does he really? It's not about choices, but at the end of the day, he made his choice,
Yeah.
and that's okay.
That's who he clicked
17 years old. You know what I'm saying? They like each other. They had a good time. Leave it alone.
And plus, you don't want to like put friction between him and his father. Let's say LeBron is like, you have to choose a black girl. But dad, I'm feeling this person, or you know, she asked me. Who
Yeah.
knows how the situation went, right? Like, then he gonna end up resenting his father because it's like, God, it's my junior prom. Can I just enjoy it? Why
Yeah.
must there be like all these I'm brain dead. But like it's
Yeah.
you know
Yeah, all
mechanisms
these
and logistics
different
and all these
things.
things. Like
Just
can't
making it
kids
more
just
than
be
it is.
kids?
Like, yeah, like
So
we
he
going to
was
prom,
supposed-
we're gonna do some TikTok dances, and I'm gonna drop her off
Right.
home.
'Cause you know
That's
they don't
it.
dance
That's
no
it.
more, really. So
Yeah.
it's literally.
You know they don't just stay with one person at prom, right? Especially not.
That's a
junior
fact.
Prom. What they do? Then? What was that? Sorry, what was that?
Yo, I'm just looking
more
at
time.
you. I'm looking over there
more
like
time, right?
I just see these.
Peripheral was like, I can't miss that one. It's
I
like,
just see these little arms. You know
not
what
these
I'm
little arms.
Because where is the
I just
line?
seen a ponytail and arms.
saying? Yeah. All right, so what is your personal definition of a hot girl summer?
Real hot girl shit.
Lord.
I just had to do it. Real hot girl shit. God, I'm the only single one here, so I feel like every time you say hot girl
Right.
summer, it's
Yeah.
like
I'm in a lukewarm summer. Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
For me, a hot girl summer is always just doing what I want, wearing what I want, being out with my friends, dating who I want. Like literally just enjoying my summer. Like
Yeah.
I don't think it's hoeing. I don't think it's anything else besides just doing you. Like
Yeah.
Having fun.
having fun. It can be lukewarm, it can be hot, it can be cold.
Yeah.
You own
man.
them.
So you ladies.
I think the implication of hot girl summer is I'm gonna go out here
It's the Uncle Luke
and
video.
right, exactly. It's Freaknik. It's all of that. It's
Ride the boat.
hot girl summer.
Drive the boat?
Let's-
Drive the
yeah,
boat.
drive the boat, ride the boat. You see, we don't know. We the wrong, we the wrong hot girls to ask about this
Sound like we
season
70 up in here.
because
Ride the boat, drive the
we
boat.
got
Which one is
jobs
it?
and
Yeah.
stuff.
So you
Can't
two
be
in
out the
relationships?
streets. Yeah.
Yeah.
How long?
Lord. How long is the question?
Okay, so I've known
Here we go.
Brace
I know, like, here we go. Here we go.
We need to get a definitive answer
up.
I
at some point.
do. I definitely do. Okay, so I've known him since 3rd grade. We were together in high school, like 9th grade. Broke up, I want to say 11th grade. Moved to Maryland. Got back together, but then we weren't really together because we weren't good. But I thought we were
Didn't know that,
together,
right.
but we were not together.
Yeah.
We were working on a situation. But then we got back together, I want to say a couple years ago, officially start calling each other like boyfriend, girlfriend. I want to say maybe last year, the year before that. Yeah, because in 2020, we had conversations. Like we weren't like boyfriend, girlfriend.
Yeah.
We were just trying to get,
It was a situation.
learn.
Figure it out. No, they were more
I
than
wouldn't
that.
say a
More than that?
situationship,
Okay.
yeah.
They were trying to figure
I mean,
it
you guys
out.
have a long history. Do you feel so? So? I have a pretty long history with my girlfriend. Do you feel like it's kind of hard to be in the present with there being so much history?
Yeah, that was a problem.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I'd known him since 3rd grade, so I would see
Yeah.
that version of him, and
Yeah.
then when like
Yeah.
it wouldn't happen anymore, and then like because life changed him, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You
So I'm just
changed
like,
him.
wait, well, yes, I had a part to play in that also,
Yeah.
but I had to get used to. I'm like, oh, okay, I have to relearn you. I have to learn
Yeah,
this
yeah,
version
yeah.
of you now. Like I can't keep having, oh,
Yeah.
Lamar, he's a little boy. Like I can't.
yeah.
Like you're a grown man now. I have to
Word.
see you as that.
Yeah.
I'm only two and a half years.
2.5 years.
Yeah, but that same issue is like even
Yeah.
things that without even as much history as you guys. Well, we were together through the pandemic, so that just
Yeah.
like that was like dog years.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was like 7
Nah,
years
facts, yeah.
already.
That's like
you know what I mean?
7 years right there.
Yeah.
I think for me, I was outside,
Outside.
He was in the street.
and I had a lot of growing up to do, you know, and I never really tell this part, but I had an out. Before I went to college, he said we should break up,
Oh, y'all been together for
and what
that
happened?
long.
right? And you know, I could have it all. You know what I'm saying? Don't sweat that. We good. You know I love you, girl.
Ooh,
You know what
I
I'm
love
saying?
you.
You know I love you.
Girl,
You
We
know,
gonna
you're
be
number
all
one.
right.
we
You know what I'm
together.
saying?
you
We
and
gonna
me.
be all right. Wrong. You know what I'm saying? Homie went to college. You know, I was
Wild
an
out.
athlete, played baseball. You know what I'm saying? New York swag is different in Connecticut. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
he was
So,
getting all the bitches.
it was different, you know, and this is, you know, the Afro-Latino thing, and it was crazy. You know, it got out of hand. So I think
Got out of here.
so it did get out of hand because I didn't recognize myself no more. You know what I'm saying? Like it went to the point where I was like, yo, who am I? You know what I'm saying? Like I never did bad in school. like for a long time. So it's like 2.5 GPA. This
2.5.
This is you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And you still got to play?
That's the thing. You only need like a 2.0 to play.
Damn, they don't care.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shit.
Well,
Body over
athlete.
brain.
Yeah. So
Like, just go ahead and.
it got to the point where it was just like, okay, like I had to, kind of self-reflect and, get it together. And we were going through some things at the time, but I was just kind of checked out, kind of just living my life in Connecticut. And I think even when we got back I think towards the end, I just think we just had hurt each other so much. You know what I'm saying, that it was hard to move past that. That even when we got back together, I went to therapy. I did a lot of self-reflecting. I really took that time to get myself right.
Right.
And that's when, with the girls that I was talking to at the time, they was like, it's crazy. I got told I got mommy issues 3 times in one day.
In one
one
day?
day.
That's a
But
record.
3 different conversations though.
Where were you?
So I was nervous. I'm like, are they like,
Speed dating?
do they all know I'm talking to all of them?
Oh,
Like-
Oh, you're guilty.
But
No,
it
you
was
was
just
living a
like,
life.
but yeah, I always like
Listen.
Single Zoe has rosters.
Okay.
Like I'm a roster guy.
Oh,
You know what I'm
are
saying?
you?
Top 5, top 10 kind of thing, right?
Okay.
So
Oh.
which
You got
Oh,
form-
man.
Okay.
yeah, but
Roll it up.
with that comes you divide yourself so many different ways.
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You're this for that person, you're that for that person. So many meaningless conversations.
who are you
a
for
day.
you then?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You lose yourself.
Yeah.
Like, yes, and it's crazy because if I had conversations with Zoe then, I'd be famous. Because fuck niggas get promoted.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
true.
At least they
Like,
used to. I
well,
don't
I'm
know if they
telling
do.
you,
Behavior
I was
is-
thousands of views on my story. Thousands.
Oh my
Because
God.
people like that outside popping bottles, bitches twerking, hookah, dykeman.
Oh,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
would have
Heights.
blocked you
I was-
so
Woo!
fast.
I was
You one of those
outside. You know what I'm saying?
annoying-
Like I was living that life, But when you transform and you see, you take yourself outside of it, and you see that our culture promotes fuck niggas. You know what I'm saying? And we got a lot of fuck niggas in our families, uncles, doing bad. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what we
think
like
that's the life. You
entertainment. You
wanna
know what I'm
mirror
saying? Like
that.
Tyler Perry movies are really like reality for a lot of families.
Yeah.
And we condone and promote and all of that stuff. So people not really trying to hear all this positive shit or
Yeah.
see black men elevate other black men. You know what I'm saying? And,
Or-
or open up an LLC,
That's
invest
not
your
what
money. All
sells.
these things is not what sells. You know what I'm saying? So that's why conversation with Zoe has taken so long, just because of the message
Right.
and the root of everything. You know what I'm saying? Us trying to, promote something healthy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not disrespecting your baby moms or whatever, or the mother of your child or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
it's just growth. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't be 21 forever.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Don't let that store fool you. It says Forever 21.
it's a
but
fact.
not for adults.
Can I ask you a question?
What's up?
So you said that when y'all got back together, how was there a break period?
Yeah, so we was broken up 2016 to 2018.
Okay.
And we broke up right after we went to Cancun in 2016. And I just had enough. Like I think like I was growing.
You had enough or she
Right.
had
I
enough?
had enough. I left.
Oh, so you ended it?
Yeah, I left.
Damn, God bless this girl. So she done stayed around through everything and then got left after
Nah, but
vacation.
After
you
the
know she was
Cancun?
After
there's-
Cancun.
Did she play a role? Like, what was she?
What happened?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like
Too
I wasn't
techno.
on it. So once you become more conscious and you see all the bad energy that comes with being a fuck nigga, a lot of bad energy comes with that. A lot of like
yeah.
things don't go your way. You blocking your own blessings. Like you literally standing in your own way, karma, all that. So after my father passed away, even before that, like I had made these changes in my life. I started to become more grounded. I graduated with above a 3.0.
Good for
Okay.
you.
I did all these things like that I set up, to be a different person. But I think I had caused so much pain that she couldn't see me as anything else. But then there was also other things that she had in her life that I think with her dynamic, they don't really do much. They don't really, like a lot of families, we don't really talk a lot of things. That's why it's called Conversation Was Over, because a lot of us didn't have conversations as families.
Yeah.
We kind of sweep it under the rug, or you get a beating, or
Right.
you know what I'm saying. We talk about it in 20 years, or so
You just turn it into the family joke.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's, you know what I'm saying. That's it, So it becomes a generational curse, something that we never addressed or spoke about. So I think she had her own things that she needs to deal with, that kind of affected with how she dealt with me. And at that time, it just didn't work for me because I felt like I was giving so much and doing so much, and it's just like you're just kind of there. And she caught herself, so I left.
Did it ever become like a tit for tat? Did she ever try to step out because you were doing that?
Nah,
Damn, you had
she
a
ain't,
good one.
that's the
You
thing.
have a good one.
She ain't know. Like It's not that she ain't know. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think she knew what extent it was. I think she thought I was just talking to these girls.
Damn.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
she didn't even know about your whole double life in Connecticut.
Nah, she know about my double life. You know,
She never popped up on you.
Nah, she came
Right.
to my she came to my school.
That's in the tri-state
She came-
area. I
she-
would have been there quick.
Yeah, she came to my school.
Oh,
She called me a couple
boy.
times, but it was just like text messages and shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. She's like, my girl's like lighter than you. So you imagine you in a dark room, and she's like sitting. I'm like sleeping.
Imagine you in the dark.
Right? And she not there. Like I touched, she not there. So I'm like, I bet maybe she in the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
And I was in the quad, so you know it's 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, you know. So I'm like, all right, she in the bathroom. Then 5 minutes later, I'm like, damn, she's not back yet. You know what I'm saying? So I look over, and she's sitting at my desk, staring at me.
Oh my God.
Right? So it's like Casper over there. I'm like, oh shit.
not
Then
Casper.
the phone fly across the room.
Oh,
So I'm like, but it didn't hit me though. All you heard was a boom. I couldn't duck. I couldn't say. So it was just boom.
I couldn't see. That was just luck.
So I'm like, oh, what happened? Yo, you had a bitch here yesterday. I don't know. Like, oh shit. Baby, please. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Fuck
baby,
nigga shit, like
please.
toxic nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? And what I don't even know what I said to get out of that, but I got out of that. But that was just the time I was on. So I think when you moving like that, you cause a lot of damage to women. And I'm probably one of the only men to ever apologize to any girl I ever did wrong. Like I literally went like and had conversations.
What the fuck?
Oh wow.
Just because I felt like
apology
I didn't
Facts.
no, but this is when this is like
Damn
years
booty.
like I didn't want any woman feeling less of herself because of me.
That's beautiful.
Wow, yeah.
So like you feel like damn, like Lorenzo did that, Zoe did that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want that. I think it was only like 2 girls that were like, nah, nigga, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Which I respected
Okay,
it.
yeah.
But the
'Cause I was
majority,
about to say, what makes you think that you
Yeah, no,
like,
but I just wanted to whatever I did or whatever our experience was, like I was wrong for X, Y, and Z, and for most of them we had that conversation. You know what I'm saying?
how many conversations did you have to have then?
Like 15 conversations.
God damn.
Wow.
Yeah, like-
And you kept a note or like a tally of how many people you was
Nah, not a tally. It was just like consciously, something. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
How you
saying. Especially
affected
when
that
you
person,
remove
yeah.
yourself, you start to reflect and think back. Like that wasn't cool.
Okay.
Like that wasn't right. This wasn't right. I could have done this better.
Yeah.
I could have been more honest about this or whatever it was. Like I just wanted to make it right. You know what I'm saying?
How did you feel going into these conversations? Like,
I mean, it could go either way. That's kind of how it was. Like
It's
you
like
don't have to
conversation.
accept
Yeah,
it,
Right.
but I'm just here to take my piece and apologize to you because
Like I'm doing it for me.
Yeah, it's to
Yeah.
clear
You
your
know?
conscience.
yeah, it's to clear my conscience.
It's like the 12 steps of recovery for alcoholics when they, or
Oh, you
drug
have to
addicts
go
when they
to
have
all
to
the
go
people
and
you hurt.
apologize, for all the ways that you've done them wrong. You was on your road to recovery.
Yeah, it was bad. I had a lot of things, from growing up in the Bronx to all the friends that had died. I ain't I still don't have the best relationship with my mom, but
Can I ask about your dad?
yeah, my dad, man, long live Big Zoe, man. My dad died,
R.I.P.
passed away February 15th, 2015. 3 months before graduation. Yeah, so that was like literally my only hope at that time. Like, damn, like I hope he make it to see it that day. And that was rough. That was tough, but it taught me a lot about life. Like life keeps going. Like you gotta keep, moving forward. But I think the foundation that he left in me is what made me the man I am today. You know what I'm saying? To be a solid man, hardworking, you know what I'm saying, plant seeds and be consistent. Like that's who he was. Like he's an immigrant man from Honduras who came here and made more money than he's seen in his life. From the value of hard work. Now there were things that I've learned about him as, obviously people pass away, you hear different things.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Different lives that they've lived.
I think, those are his battles. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
of course.
And even though they've caused friction in the family, I just feel like he did what he needed to do for himself. Whatever his dreams and aspirations were. And that's why I aspire to be the father that I am to my son Hendrix. Just to be active. Like I feel like my dad was so. We'll talk about it on your side, on your part, But that's why financial literacy is so important to me because my father sold so much money and he mishandled it so many different ways.
Oh Lord.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, he spent like $50,000 bringing his family over from Honduras, right? Now you get upset knowing you got fucking student loans. Like, bro, like, hello, you know what I'm saying? Pay for this fucking school.
Yeah.
You know, but that's how you see it at the time. Now, a couple of them, well, I won't say that because she passed away, but a couple of them didn't come here and do the right thing.
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, God rest her soul. She was a drunk in Honduras. She wasn't gonna come here and do no different.
Right. You
No.
wasn't
You know
gonna
what I'm
sober up in
Cause she
America.
came here
More.
and she qualified to live off the system. So hey, you know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord.
Here's some support. You know what I'm saying? So
Enable your habit.
yeah, absolutely. So I feel like a lot of that, you know, were just things that just happened, and you learn to accept and you learn to move on. And I feel like my mom she's either gonna praise him or, you know, talk her shit. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like
In between.
Balance.
she has her own struggles, and you know, and it all boils down to money at the end of the day. You know, what was or what wasn't.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, but my dad was an amazing father. You know, he did everything he could to provide. I think for me is to like kind of take the time while Hendrix is young to set these foundations,
Oh yeah.
different streams of income. You know, my podcast is now LLC. You know what I'm saying? So that's a business. I have a nonprofit. You know,
Yeah.
so he
We've
owns
heard that.
Hendrix owns all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Amazing.
those are all like in his name. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing.
So
So you do what?
yeah, just trying to, you know, do things a little more progressive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And make sure he's all right.
So you learned a lot through your father's mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, he had a lot of so I have two. So I grew up with my brother and my sister, and had two other brothers that were before my parents got married. And then when he passed away, I found I had two other brothers.
Oh.
So he had kids with one woman,
Yeah.
right? Each. But then he actually had two with each. So two of them stood and two of them came to America.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, so,
So-
damn, two of them got to grow up
They
with
got
their father
separated.
and two
And two of them
without.
didn't, right? Yeah. So one of them died.
Damn,
Resentment.
that's-
Yeah, one of them
Yeah.
passed away at 18. He was in the cartel.
Oh,
So he got mixed up in some deep shit.
and some
And then
deep
the
shit.
other one, listen to this. He actually came here in like 2017 looking for my dad. To find out that my dad had passed away.
Oh my god.
Oh, 2 years after he had passed.
Yeah, so he just missed it.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
My
So
heart.
he lives in Texas now. He actually looks just like my dad. Like one,
Y'all
like
cool?
Do y'all have a good
yeah, we cool.
Oh, that's
like
good.
obviously, like he moves how he moves, you know. But you know, we still talk from time to time and things like that. I just think it's like so many years without each other
Right.
that it's like he's older than me too. He's
Yeah.
like
Oh.
he got me by like 7, 8 years or something like that. So
Oh,
he's way older than me.
Yeah.
Y'all
My
got-
older brothers knew of him. You know what I'm saying? They had seen each other, but you know, they came here when they were 8 and he stood. You know what I'm saying?
So did you see your father with different women? A lot of
Nah,
different women?
nah. He was already. My father was a good-looking man, and he was in a cruise ship. You know, in the '80s. You know what I'm saying? That was.
Oh, that's
that
the
was.
thing.
You know what I'm saying?
What was
Or
that
everybody
show?
from the Caribbean.
Love Boat or whatever.
All that. You know,
he
he
was
was
a
in the cruise
Casanova
ship.
in these streets on that
Right.
Yeah,
boat.
so he was.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That was the fastest way to get your visa, your work visa and shit like that to come
Oh,
to
I
the
didn't know
States.
that.
Yeah, because
Oh, okay.
you know, because you're working on an international cruise ship.
Okay.
So
makes sense.
that was his fast track to get out here. Cause my mom was already here. She came with my grandmother. So I never seen him with women, but I knew he had a past. You know what I'm saying? Like my brothers would talk about it. We would talk about it as we got older.
Yeah.
And that was the good thing about my dad. Like my dad was strict, but like a disciplinarian as I was coming up. But as I got older, we became friends. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I think that's cool, like, cause like he had that boundary that I knew not to cross, but he made it so that like as I got older, we actually had these conversations.
Yeah.
Chopped
Weren't
it up,
afraid
and
to
you know,
ask him those
yeah. So that was my man. I spent his last day on Earth with him.
Oh,
Yeah,
Beautiful.
and it's crazy. Once again, right? This goes back. My girl knows all of this, but I came home. So it's funny how a good thing, like a bad thing, turned into a good thing,
thing.
right?
Yeah.
So this is my senior year of college. I'm doing really well in baseball at the time, and shout out to my racist coach in college.
See ya.
Hope you're doing all right.
I don't.
So I didn't make the trip, the roster for the trip, which was weird. Like, yo, I'm a senior. Like, what's up?
For the senior trip?
Well, it was the first trip of the season.
Oh,
And they
for
go
the
down,
baseball.
yeah,
Oh,
and they go down south. So I didn't make. So I was like, damn, that's
That's
crazy.
weird.
Like,
Yeah.
that's mad weird. Like, I did all of these accolades. I did, you know, awards, academic awards, like all of these things. And but whatever, he had his mind made up. But I'm like, all right, cool. Like, let me go home, spend Valentine's Day with Dahlia.
Okay.
It's cool. I'm gonna go home. This is February 13th. I went with her. We had a terrible dinner. Like, this is like towards the end where we just like
We had took that
fading
break.
out, like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But it was a good dinner, and then at the end, we were just arguing over stupid petty shit. And the next day, I didn't want to see her. I was like, I'm good on you, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just stay home. I stay home with my father. We watch movies, we talk shit. I told him I was going to I told him, so he didn't know I was I was applying to grad school. But I applied to grad school, and I told him that. And it's crazy. I couldn't hold my tongue that day. It was like a tell-all.
Tell him
Like, I'm just telling him
everything. Yeah.
everything. Like,
Excited.
everything. This is how I feel about you. I love you. Like, I rock with you.
Oh,
Like,
I love that.
thank you for everything. Like, that's how I'm talking to him. Like, just telling him everything. Like, yo, you my man. Like, thank you, like, for everything, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I am who I am. Trust me. Like, the family gonna be good. I'm gonna put us on. Like, promise you. And boom, next day, I go see Dahlia before I leave back to school. And I left the house, never forget. I left the house 9:55. I only went to 86th Street. 'Cause I live in the Bronx. Yeah. So I went to Chipotle. We ate, we talked, whatever. We hashed out, whatever. Because she knew she had messed up. Like, she knew she had taken it too far.
Yeah.
Cool. I get back home. Walking back from the train. It's cold that day. It's brick. February.
Yeah.
So I call my mother. My mother makes some, like, really great tea. So I'm like, yo, can you make me some tea before I leave? And she's like, just hurry up and get to the house. And whatever it was I heard in her voice, my body just starts running. You know, so I'm on 149 and 3rd Ave. I'm just running home.
Oh, I know that area.
Right? Yeah. So I run. I make a right, make a left. I look up. I see an ambulance. And I told myself my father died.
What was wrong with him, if you don't mind?
He had, what is it? Multiple systems of trophy. It's like kind of like a Parkinson's, like a very rare thing.
Oh, wow.
And it's something that it gets, my dad died at 53.
Wow.
So it's something that it gets more aggressive after 50. So it's something that as a child, you kind of have like the spins a little bit. You kind of have like an imbalance. But like it goes away. It's not as like, but after 50, it gets more severe, like where you could barely stand up without everything like spinning.
Oh my God.
You know, and then he had other issues and, you know, he passed away in his sleep. You know what I'm saying? So I saw my dad get carried out the house, you know, some shit you can't ever unsee. And, you know, but, you know, I honor him proudly by how I live and how I
Does your
move.
mother still live there?
Yeah, she still lived there. You know, she's still strong. You know, Mom Dukes. You know what I'm saying?
You the man
Thank
of
you
the
for
house.
sharing this with us.
Yeah, I never really spoke. Like, that's the thing about, like, you know, being, like, on the show by yourself. Like, some things I hold on to these things for moments like these where I can share with other people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I've been trying to do these collaborations and get other people
And the energy
on.
has to be right. Like,
Yeah, the energy got to be right. Like, y'all got me in the right
accepted.
mood. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what we do.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I went from a fuck nigga to a proud nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, y'all proud of me now. You're like, this
Oh,
nigga.
we love a good character arc.
But you see, like that genuinely happened in my life. You know what I'm saying? Where I was able to really self-reflect and be like, damn, like the way I'm like, and for a lot of the guys out there, they think like sleeping with all the girls and drinking and smoking and bro, you still going home and you still feel the same way inside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All fucked up. You know what I'm saying? All torn apart. And you just trying to suppress all these feelings by putting this mask on. And you know, and you hurting yourself and you hurting other people.
Because those feelings are still there.
They're still there.
Masks on off, they're still there. And
You know, so
have to address
I never
that.
wanted to be that person that, you know, someone feels less of themselves because of me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would never want that. I got 2 goddaughters. You know, I got a sister. You know, I have nieces. So it's like I'm trying to be an example of a man
Exactly.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out
So-
to that
I'm glad you
apology
told
tour.
us about the whole like transition because I feel like a lot of people in their minds they don't understand like duality.
Yeah.
They don't understand that like there's good people that do bad things, there's bad people that do good things, but like we're not just all one thing all the time. Like you've made the mistakes. I've had friends that when you tell like them what a man that you're dating, what they've done in their past, it's like that's just who they are.
Yeah.
And it's like they can't see past those things. But I think that you're kind of making it a little easier to humanize men
That experience.
that do bad things or that kind of fuck us over. Or at least you give some women a little bit of hope.
No, there's definitely a lot of hope. You know, I think men have to be honest with themselves. You know what I'm saying? Really dive deep into what the issue is. And what the issue is with me is, you know, I didn't have faith in my mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, because of certain situations that happened, like, I feel like I couldn't trust her.
I don't want you to say too much on that because spoiler alert, that's my topic. I tricked you guys with financial literacy. So
Yeah. So let's
I don't know.
well, because he asked me to. You have to understand when I like speak to people and they're like, "Oh, let's talk about this, but don't tell the other girls." Like I have to hold that
Yeah.
word
So-
is bond. So
let's finish up. Let's wrap up.
Yes.
I have a couple little questions. So Cardi or Megan?
None.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
Honestly.
Megan's the
Megan?
real rapper. She's the real
Okay.
artist.
Okay.
I like Cardi's style. I'm not gonna lie. Whoever dresses Cardi Cardi.
Yeah.
I'm a style person, so I'm like, yes. But honestly, I don't
Megan's
really listen
natural.
to either of their music these days because that's just not where I'm at.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
But yeah, that's my opinion.
Same.
I don't have one.
Beyonce or Adele?
Beyonce.
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 All day.
All
Adele,
day.
Adele, who?
We love Adele, but like
We not about to play
Adele
Adele,
loves
now.
Beyonce, so she was
yes.
Beyonce too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Adele
Gave her
choosing
her one.
Beyonce.
All right. Summer Walker or her?
Oh God, Summer.
Both of them.
Sorry, I'm gonna do Summer. I'm more into Summer
I'm
now.
gonna say, I love the fact that her plays a bunch of instruments.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, Summer also plays the guitar, but
And the
her
keys.
Just be,
Yeah.
her performances are amazing.
Yeah, they really
Yeah.
are.
Brandy or Monica?
Oh, come on now.
All right, were you taking us back to verses?
I'm gonna say Brandy
Okay.
I want to
because
say
I love my stacked
Brandy.
vocals. I love her whole.
Yeah.
Brandy has
say
one of
Monica.
the most distinct voices
Voices,
that
yeah.
we've ever heard in our lives. Like, oh, it's just so gorgeous. Yeah,
Yeah.
Brandy.
Monica had more hits that I can like just vibe to. Honestly,
More hits?
it's not
Really?
honestly
That's
the
what I was
moment.
like,
More
really?
hits?
I'm getting there. Okay.
Okay.
This is what happens when you let me speak.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, like, I didn't really grow up listening to Brandy like that. Like,
Yeah.
I'll be very honest with y'all.
Yeah.
I know some of her music,
Yeah.
but I don't know a lot of her music.
Yeah.
I do recognize, like, she has an amazing voice and her vocals are crazy, you know, because of the verses. But, like, that's just not what I grew up on.
I feel you.
So,
Mo to the, E to the, Mo to the.
even then, I never even watched that show.
It's me.
Oh.
I realize. Go ahead. I know you know the song.
So Ashanti or Alicia or no Ashanti or Keisha Cole?
Ashanti.
Keisha
Me.
Cole.
Oh.
Ashanti. for
All
me.
day.
That's a tough one.
Ashanti has some amazing songs.
Yeah.
Of
and
course.
she's Queens adjacent because
Yeah.
you know Murder Inc. You know.
Yeah.
But
Queens adjacent, Long Island.
Keisha
Yeah.
Cole's vocals is just.
Where Ashanti came out when I was a little bit younger. So yeah, like I loved her music and like I knew all the songs and I still sing them to this day. But Keisha came out when I was like in that age to really be like,
Yeah.
love. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it was for me.
That shit
too.
really hit, yeah.
I did Ashanti when I was like back in St. Lucia. Like Ja Rule was my favorite rapper back home.
Oh yes.
Not Ja Rule
Okay.
making a
So that
Murder.
Word Inc. Like I love Ja Rule,
R-U-L-E.
so that's why it's.
Whoever knew he was saying R-U-L-E though.
I know. Are you ready?
That's why I could have swore. I
say
could
that.
have swore
To
that.
this day. Y'all ain't gonna get no R-U-L-E.
All right. So is City Boys versus City Girls good for our society or culture?
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
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 I think it's childish. I think it's like, let's see who can one up each other.
Yes.
And to me, that's like so toxic.
Through
like,
problematic behavior.
Yeah.
Legit.
Exactly.
You're like, it's all the more problematic, the more points you get for the city boys or the city girls.
City Girls
Yeah.
up because
Like-
Lori Harvey broke up with Michael
I
B.
know.
Jordan. I'm like,
Michael
what?
Michael B.
Cried at the
Jordan.
game.
Facts. Michael B. Jordan is the new Michael Jordan meme. Cry face.
Damn.
I got two crying Michael
Yo,
memes.
for real though.
I still didn't see Michael B. Jordan's own.
You didn't see
Y'all-
him? So sad in his eyes, you know.
I haven't.
So sad.
Like, I be on social media because I have to do honestly though, but like,
She don't be on there.
I don't really be on social media.
Yeah.
I
Like,
send it to you.
I don't know half of what's happening
Yeah.
in pop culture right now.
Feel you. So, are women's expectations of men realistic?
You gotta end it on a high
Now
note.
so. Now so.
We definitely
No.
spoke about this. I think from my point of view,
Yeah, from your point of view.
I think if I can offer you or myself everything I'm asking you for, then I don't think that's unrealistic, right? However, if I'm asking you for things that I know I can't do for myself or that I cannot reciprocate, then I really got to take a moment and figure out, do I want a man boyfriend or do I want a sugar daddy? Or you know what I mean? Like, what exactly is it that I
Seeking
want?
arrangements.
Yeah.
Like, you have to
No.
be. So I just think it's, or you. I just said what I said. Like,
Yeah.
I just think it's that.
I was gonna say, are you realistic with yourself? But that's
Yeah.
that's really what it comes down to.
What about you, Sim? She might be the most realistic.
I guess
With
more
what she
so
asked
now.
for.
Now,
I mean, out of us too, by the way, just her and I
oh.
in a relationship.
Oh, I wasn't. I ain't never.
Okay. Sorry, I had to.
let me see. There was a certain point in time where I felt like guys, their responsibility, a part of it was to pay for everything. So I had this date in high school, right?
Yeah.
We went to the movies. It was his friends, my friends. We went to the movies, Valley Stream. If y'all know, y'all know. Metal detectors, all that. But I thought he was gonna pay for me. So we go up to a ticket teller. He pays for himself and just walks off. I was like, oh,
Solo sim.
what? Thank God I had money. I don't.
Thank God.
Thank God I was giving
That
money.
little 20 on you? Yeah.
Not the
I had
little 20.
something.
You had a little something. You had
something.
enough.
$12 back then too.
Yes.
Still.
But a part of me was like taken aback because I'm like, I'm not used to this. Like
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
guy in my life usually just pays for stuff.
Yeah.
Like my father, my uncles, even like, well, not guy friends at the no, because then. But no, even my guy friends actually didn't really have money at the time. So for me to assume that this person would then just have money to just,
Yeah.
put all over me wasn't the case. But then after the movie, like we had mad fun.
Yeah.
We had mad fun. So he didn't even have to do that.
Yeah.
But we still enjoyed ourselves.
You had that
So,
expectation.
exactly.
Yeah.
I
Until
would say
when?
that our expectations. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Until.
Because you said when you were younger. So when did that flip for you?
Well, that was like the first thing that I could go back to. That's like, oh, okay, well, a guy doesn't have to pay for everything. But I still felt that. Actually happened again with another friend when I got older. I thought he was gonna pay for it because it was like I wasn't sure if it was a date or like a friend just outing. I wasn't sure what it was. I knew he had a crush on me, but I wasn't going there for anything.
Yeah.
But I thought he was gonna pay because
He was going there
he
for
took
a meal.
me out here, and then we both paid,
Yeah.
which I didn't mind. But that was another scenario where I was just like, okay, I can still have a great experience, and this person doesn't have to pay. This expectation of the guy has to provide everything. Like, if we're both enjoying ourselves, it doesn't have to. This doesn't have to be cemented to where the guy has to spend a bunch of money on me for us to have fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think more so like the when it comes to like how like the expectations that we have, we take out a lot of like the part about men just being like human beings.
Yeah.
Like we're not just thinking about them just being like normal people that just have like normal things going on and like day-to-day problems and like thoughts and feelings. We're just like I feel like our expectations are in the sense of like they are here for me and this is what they should provide. It's never like I don't know. I feel like that's when maybe we're not too fair with our expectations.
I like that. We're all not Future. You know?
No.
We're all not.
No.
Fucking.
I am
geek.
not.
Oh, you a Bentley truck? Like
I am
you know,
not.
That's not all of us. I'd love to buy you a Bentley truck. You know what I'm saying? But I'll pay your Uber for now.
Right.
Like that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have an AP. You know.
Because even my guy friend.
But I'll ask you if you ate today. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
You see, like
hey,
that's good.
I'll
But
do
if you're not
something.
taking her to Catch or Nobu, like
Yeah.
that's
I
when
gotta
feel
thought my
like
favorite
those
restaurants.
You know,
Yeah.
the best ones. You got good taste.
I think that is true. When it comes
Yeah.
to food, I have great. When it comes to everything, really.
Yeah.
But
Doop doop. That's the horn.
so my ex-guy best friend, because he done fell off the face of the earth. But we've been like friends since like 2012, and it's our dynamic has always just been like, yo Z, I want to come to the city with you, but I don't got money. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like I got it. Like it's always like whoever has it, we just do it. Like
Yeah.
it's the same thing for my girlfriends. I would do the same thing. Like I don't think it needs to flip because if we're friends at the end of the day, just because you're a man doesn't mean I should expect certain things from you that
course.
I wouldn't expect from my female friends
Yeah.
or my lady friends. Y'all know how I feel about the word female.
Yeah.
So
Break that down for me real fast.
the
My
word
sister
female.
sent me some article, and I thought I got it, but I didn't really get it.
Okay.
But,
From my point of view, every time a man has used the word female in place of woman, it's when they want to degrade them. Like y'all females or this, or y'all females or that. And I personally feel like it brings you down to just your reproductive organs. Like to me, female is a species as well as male. And if we're having a conversation, address me as a woman because that's what I am. I'm not just my womb and my uterus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of conversations, you don't hear male and female. You hear men and you hear females. So I'm like, it's kind of like an inferior situation for me personally. And I'm just like, address me how I address you. It's a respect thing for me.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't like using the word.
I'm here for that. I like that.
Thank
No, that definitely gives me a lot of clarity.
I'm happy.
Sure. Instead of just sending me
can do
articles. Expecting me to fucking, figure it out.
Well, I mean, when you personalize it,
Yeah.
right?
No, for sure. She's just like, read this.
For me personally, that's my biology. I don't take any offense to it because you can still. Oh, for me, men have also demonized the word woman to me as well, not just female. So honestly, like if I feel like for me personally, if we just start taking away all these words that they've used to demonize us, then we're not gonna have none left.
Yeah.
So that's just personally, like I don't have
Yeah.
a feeling, but I understand it.
I never said take it
Yeah.
away.
I
I'm
get
just
it.
saying address me. Respect.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you
yeah.
can
No, I feel you, but
speak to
it's
whoever
not-
you
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to. Like
a lot
that,
of women are
but
trying to get rid of the
when it
word
comes to
though,
me-
Yeah.
and then a lot of trans women also. So it's a lot of women,
little
like
different.
feminist women, a lot of like extreme feminists, and then a lot of trans
Yeah.
women are trying to get rid of the word. So that's what I meant. Not
Yeah,
you
you
per
know I'm not
se.
in any of that feminist,
Yeah.
none of that. I listen, Xena is Xena, and that's who she gonna be, and that's that. I support what I support, but like I don't need to get on anyone's bandwagon and be like, I'm gonna Trump for the nah. I don't do
Yeah.
that.
All right. So in closing, I always love to do this. Message to your younger self.
Oh God, you gonna have me crying?
And anyone can
Who's going first?
start off with Symphony.
Ooh. Let's see. I would tell her to continuously follow and find your own voice. And don't let other people not make you confident. Just look at all the things that you've accomplished and use that as your meter for what you can do, what you can do more of. Like there are no limits for you. And you know that, but outside voices get in your head sometimes. But don't let it. Just continuously follow that voice inside of you.
It's
Or-
beautiful.
Okay, I'll go. I answered this on your post, but for me, it's trust yourself and trust your process. I used to feel like, oh, this person's doing this, or like, for me personally, there are so many things I wanted to do, and I felt like I had to box myself in to only do one thing at a time, or I had to do this because that's what my dad said. You know, this is who my dad wants me to be. This is who my brothers want me to be, my parents. And so I never really felt like for a long time I didn't really live for me and trusted like who I was. And so, yeah, just trust myself and trust the process and my journey because it's mine and no one else's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. Beyonce.
Listen, little girl.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh.
You think you know everything. You don't know shit. But I would tell her like, just nothing, at least then, was your fault. And also just find people that you feel safe with, that you can talk to, let people in. That's what I would say, because I was just a one-woman army, a one-girl army my entire life. But let people in. That's what I would tell my younger self.
What's your message to your younger self?
My message to my younger self would be to stay in your lane. You know, that's what, you know, staying in my lane and finding my lane is how I survived the South Bronx. You know, it was a crazy place. You know, this is the 90s. You know, I was born 92, so you could say from as early as being outside, so you could say like from 2000 and to like 2008 before I went to boarding school, those 8 years, those was 8 crazy years right there. You know what I'm saying? Because that way, as a male in the Bronx, you get jumped, robbed, all of those things. So staying in my lane was like, I like school, so I'm not gonna front like I don't. You know what I'm saying? Baseball is my shit, so that's what I do.
Yeah.
So I just gravitated towards people that were in the same lane, that were athletes, like school, and we could root each other on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just stood on that side of things. So stay in your lane.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that too.
Absolutely. So, this is part 1 of Honestly Zoe. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, follow these beautiful women on their podcast, Honestly Zoe podcast on all platforms. And,
Total.
look, stay tuned for part 2.
That's right.
Hey.
I know that's right.
Bye.
Thank you, Zoe, for having us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.